didn't get to show you was they only had 88 seconds on the clock at the end of the day after they received the punt. And there was just not a lot of time for Josh Allen to do anything. At the end of the day, the Patriots were allowed to hang around a little too long, just like the Dolphins before that. You were scared there, but it finally caught up with them, didn't it?
It did. And Jay, you look at this Bills team, and I think this is a stark reminder. Because of Josh Allen, this team is unbelievable. But as far as the depth of this team goes, this isn't like a juggernaut roster. And when you make mistakes, you'll get burned. You know, you have this fumble early in the first. These things matter. Again, this is not some juggernaut roster where you can just come in and make a ton of mistakes and still win games. The pick in the red zone here, and this is what you mean by hanging around. It's just a few plays you'd like back. But I'll say this, Bills fans, I wouldn't be too discouraged by this loss because New England is much better than what everyone is giving them credit for. I get that in the past, New England was not a great football team, but with Mike Vrabel at the helm, the way Drake May is playing right now, the defense is able to stop the run at an extremely high rate. This team is very solid. And if you look at the Patriots, bearing out, they have a very weak schedule. So again, as much as I want to sit here and poke fun at the Bills, they lost a tough divisional game on primetime. And when you watch this film, they're going to say it was more self-inflicted because of the mistakes. They clean those things up. They probably come out of here with a win. It's just the nature of the beast. Again, I think New England's a little better than what people think.
Absolutely.
And I think Buffalo made a few mistakes, and you end up on the wrong side of it.
It's just amazing how differently they're playing under Vrabel. It's like a whole different team, basically.
Jay, you said it. And this goes to show you, in this league more than any other professional sports league, coaching matters so much. You insert Vrabel, and all of a sudden, and you look at the schedule again upcoming, and you're like, this is kind of a good football team.
Yeah.
They went from the joke of the league to like battling every week, just gave the Bills their first loss. Drake May looks awesome. Stephon Diggs has turned back the time. The defense is playing well. Coaching really goes a long way in this league.
So the Bills drop a game for the first time this season.
You either hit it or you don't. And we didn't hit that one. And so we watched the tape and we get the opportunity to, and we learned from that. But in that moment in the game, it's about finding a way to put the dagger in them. And that definitely could have been the dagger in the game. But learn from it.
You're rocking the quarter zip with the hat.
The hat.
Okay.
The line is you either hit it or you don't.
Well, and he's talking specifically about not hitting A.J. Brown on that particular play. So I'm going to list off A.J. Brown's receiving yards in the first 5 games of the season, each game, in order. 8 yards.
Yikes.
27 yards.
Not good.
109 yards.
Getting there?
7 yards. And then on Sunday, 43 yards after he went on Twitter and complained. How big of a problem is it? They're 4-1. So, you know, we have to qualify it a little bit. But the quarterback and their star wide receiver can't get on the same page right now.
It's a problem, Jay. Just flat out is a problem. And I point at the offensive coordinator right now because I think beyond the A.J. Brown situation, it's an identity problem. Saquon Barkley had 6 carries today, so clearly the focus was to get the ball to A.J. Brown. And the problem I have with a lot of this is it's just take shots down the field. And we'll talk about this play right here. Again, he's so out of it where he's like, I'm not getting this ball. And he slows down. Yeah. You can see it right there, and that's why the ball is long. So on this one, I don't put this on Hurts. When you watch it live, you're like, oh, Hurts missed the throw. You got to keep running there if you're A.J.
Right.
But it's to the point where when you're so uninvolved in the game plan and you have no trust, no feel, no chemistry with your quarterback, at that point you almost mentally check out of the game. Now, you can't have that happen. You got to still fight to be in it. But that, to me, is frustration. When you see something like that, that is A.J. Brown extremely frustrating, thinking there's no way Jalen's going to throw this ball, and all of a sudden he throws it. But again, I go back to the offensive coordinator, Jay, where what is the identity of this football team? Now, the offensive line's banged up. They're not running the football at the same clip they were last year. But for Saquon to come out here and have 6 carries, that's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem. So, and then even the throws, he had 8 targets, 5 catches. You said 43 yards. Even the throws to A.J. today, it's just not built into anything. Generally speaking, you want things to kind of match. Hey, here's our run game. We're going to run this play action off of it, or we're going to try and move A.J. Brown, get certain matchups. That's not it. It's like, oh, we're going to run a 5-yard hitch, or we're just going to take a deep shot. Like, we need a little more creativity. So I really think the offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo, he's got his hands full right now. He's got to figure it out.
What can you say? I mean, Sam Darnold was awesome in this football game. You've said it all season. He's been awesome for this team, but the defense This is supposed to be a defensive head coach. What happened on Sunday?
Jay, it's tough. If you're a Seattle fan right now, this was a game, you're playing a good opponent, you're at home, especially with everything going on in the NFC West. You know, this is a chance to put yourself in the driver's seat at 4-1, tied with San Fran. And your defense, which is supposed to be the backbone, let's call it the soul of this team, got absolutely torched. And Jay, I mean, Baker had 4 total incompletions, 29 of 33 for 379 yards. Baker was 7 of 11 on third downs. He shredded you on third downs. They were 4 of 6 in the red zone. These are the key stats that matter here. I was shocked because I would figure that the Seahawks were going to lose this game. It would be, you know, turnovers or something to that effect, where quite simply Baker Mayfield walked into the Pacific Northwest, did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Oh, and by the way, his best receiver in Mike Evans wasn't playing.
That's true.
And their best running back in Bucky Irving also was not playing. So to me, it's a tough loss, but it's also a bit of a reality check, because I was one of those guys who was thinking, hey, Seattle is a very, very dangerous team in that NFC.
Yep.
To see their defense, again, which is kind of the heart and soul of that team, get shredded like that, it was a tough pill. As an ex-Seahawk, it was a tough pill to swallow.
At the same time, who had the better throwbacks, Bucks or Seahawks? I know you're biased.
Seahawks all day. You know I'm biased.
Those Steve Largents.
Largent.
Those Steve Largents are just a thing of beauty.
Jim
They really
Zorn.
are.
Jim Zorn.
Oh,
So my guy Jim Zorn in
Oh,
there.
Dave Craig, let's do this.